EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. And out now, here come the Bengals. Right to the air is Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Burrow looking to pass. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To the air again, Burrow. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. He'll get this down to the 38.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Burrow will throw. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game, then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. And the offense for the Ravens returns to the field. Here's Brown, throwing to start the drive. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Brown now looking to throw on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Brown. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Off play action. Brown. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Off the play fake. Brown. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That one complete to Prochet.
Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep, Trent Taylor. This is taken at the 15. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. James Prochet deep for Baltimore.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins.
And out across midfield down to the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Oh, good move. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
27 yards for J.K. Dobbins. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Hey, let's go! What's the deal, y'all? Let's go, fellas. Let's go, baby. Turn it up. I'm coming. I'm coming. Stay loose. Stay loose. Once again, we got to get it done as a group.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
And Burrow going to throw again. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to Mixon on first down. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurts. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals have moved out in front.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Ravens offense back out there. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Brown.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He had hit the sideline. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And some room to run now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
88 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
Tucker's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through.
Oh, what a juke into space.
Still on his feet, finding room at midfield. Tyler Boyd.
Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, 75 yards.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
And the Ravens taking the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and knock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Brown on 3rd down. Man open is Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 41.
103 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Dobbins trying the left side.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, Brown. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Brown. His throw incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Brown.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to him here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught by Robinson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Back to throw again. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Brown. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews as the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
He'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Brown on 1st and 10.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Brown. Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's the option, running right, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Brown.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He completes it to Boyd. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Burrow looking to pass.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And that one complete once again to Higgins. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That's caught over the middle by Hurst.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now it's Burrow. Now he's got it. Touchdown.
Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 8.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 3rd and 5.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Here's Brown from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Well, pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th.
On second down, here's the option.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
First down. Here's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's got Hurst as tight end.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now Burrow on first down.
Again, that's Hurst.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down, Burrow. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Brown now throwing to start the drive. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Brown to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe, because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
143 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
2nd and 2. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he'll go down at the 28.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Brown. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Boy, that one was well-read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
A handoff running left is Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Let's go, man. I'm back to one, boys. Let's do this. Get it done. Leave it out there. Leave it all out there. Keep our boys. Let's do our thing. Let's do our game time. Get it going. Pay attention. Let's have some fun. Let's get some going now. Get it, man. This is where you step foot.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Mixon, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Oh, the return is Prochet.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the Ravens now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw.
Connecting with Andrews.
They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
He'll look to throw.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Yeah, and on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force fourth down.
And Andrews lost the football, and the Bengals have recovered it.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Back to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.